Welcome back to the butterfly biome. Today we're going to be highlighting another species in here, the blue porterweed. You can find them all along the outskirts of our biome here. And that's because they're an important nectar source for many butterflies down here in the Florida Keys. So here we're raising our Zebra Longwing caterpillars. Right now we have 4 chrysalises and 3 caterpillars. A good example is this guy right here. Once he emerges from his chrysalis, one of the first things they do is pump up their wings, fill their wings up so that they're able to fly, and then they need to find nectar in order to get energy and be able to fly around, find a mate, find more food, do all the things that butterflies need to do. So the hope is that these blue porterweeds on the outskirts are going to kind of give them that head start. Other butterflies that rely on these plants include the Gulf fritillaries and also the Julia butterflies that we see around the garden as well. Now they're really important to butterflies, and they also have some important uses to us as humans. So one thing that we use them for is medicinal uses. So sometimes they can be ground up into a tea and used to treat fevers or allergies in humans. They also, the spikes kind of on the stems of the blue porterweed can be taken off, crushed up, and used as a spice, just like a bay leaf or like a cayenne pepper, anything like that. So here we have some blue porterweed in bloom. So as you can tell, the flowers grow on these spiky stems protruding upwards from the plant. They're small, tubular shaped purple or blue flowers. They look more purple in the sunlight, more blue in the shade. That do a good job of attracting those butterflies. The other parts of the plant, you're able to identify them by looking at their leaf shape. So they have these prominent serrated edges to their leaves that all kind of point towards the tip of the leaf right here. And they grow in an opposite or sub-opposite pattern. This is a herbaceous shrub or ground cover plant that grows to they can grow to about 4 feet tall. This one's clearly not that tall, and about 6 feet wide. So that's why they make a really good ground cover plant. They have 2 small nutlets that hold their seeds that act as their fruit, and they're native to South Florida. So these are the only porterweed species that are native to South Florida. There are other species like red porterweed or pink porterweed that are native to other places like Asia or South America that you might find in the Florida Keys or in Florida. However, this is the only species that is native. Another name for it might be the Jamaica porterweed. So if you see that, it's also native to Florida. They like well-drained sandy soil, which makes the Florida Keys a good spot for them. And they're also very drought tolerant, which is helpful when it comes to our dry season for about half the year.